I fixed it. I did fix it. No IT problem will ever, unless it's a lightning strike. The lightning strike really got me. Wasn't expecting that one. But aside from a lightning strike, no IT problem will ever keep this guy down. In fact, I would have been back on stream faster if it wasn't for the fact that, so you know, for the past couple of streams, we've been multi-streaming to TikTok as well. We've had live streams going on TikTok. I know, I'm a big time. I'm a high roller. Are you in IT? I am IT. I am it. Him is how the him of IT. I'm him it. But anyway, I would have been back even faster. But I went to start the stream up again, and for some reason the whole TikTok thing wasn't working. And then I looked, and turns out, short-lived. I already got my live access revoked. They already kicked me off of live on TikTok. God dang! I guess I'm just too real for him, you know. That's what everybody says. Who's just like crazy and like says all kinds of off the wall stuff, and they're just like, I'm just too real. Like freaking what's that dude, that MMA fighter, him and his brother, they're two like crazy pothead bros, good fighters, but frick, it's Nick and somebody else, I forget his name. I would have banned you from TikTok too. Yeah, I guess I'm not TikTok friendly. I guess TikTok is not the place for me. It's probably because I yelled whore. And I've said many other things that a socially inept individual. Yes, I would probably be lumped in with that. You have a face for radio? True. Maybe TikTok, they want a certain aesthetic. And they just don't match. I just don't match, you know, the image they want to portray on their platform, I guess. That's all right. You know what? We don't need them. We've gotten this far with my YouTube bros, and I don't need them as a platform. You know, I'll just go to Kick, right? Nobody gets banned off Kick. Friggin' Mussolini could stream on Kick and he'd be fine. I might check Kick out, actually. Who knows? Yeah, man, when's the beard coming back? Bro, I'd as soon as I freaking can, dude. YouTube bros before hoes. YouTube bros before TikTok hoes. You got it, Mike. That's the energy I need in my chat. Listen, I'm dealing with a lot right now. I just got rejected by an entire platform. I need you guys to build me back up, gas me up, hype me up before I just lose all confidence and can't stand to be here. I'll just quit streaming altogether because I can't stand the TikTok rejection. Is DS1 happening? What it is? That's Pepe's way of saying quit talking and play the game. Message received, Pepe. Message received. I have an important question for you. Hit me with it. You are a giant dad in real life. Never give up. Thanks. See, that's what I have the strength to continue for at least another 30 minutes now. To be fair, you got rejected by communists. Not much for me. True. I mean, I really honestly don't care. Like, I was just doing the TikToks. Here's the reason why I did TikTok. I'm going to just lay it out on the table for you. This is the real reason why I did it. I repost a lot of my shorts to TikTok anyway, because I already have them. So why not? And but the streaming service that I use, in order to get it to where the chats from the vertical stream and the horizontal stream would show up in the same place so I could read them all, I had to like pay for the monthly service from the streaming software. And with that came the ability to multi-stream to multiple platforms. So I was like, I'll just do it on TikTok too, I guess. But I don't really care. Like, I'm not trying to become a TikTok star or anything. I don't really, opposed to a lot of TikTok's ideals, if we're being 100% honest. Are you a Tifa or Aerith guy? Okay, I'm gonna say those are two characters from Final Fantasy, right? And it's definitely Tifa in that case. What?
When you're into?
They gave me two options. Aerith?
Oh, Tifa 1000%.
Yeah, Tifa's 100%. If I had to choose between those, of course you, above all of them.
Tifa's hot and badass.
Well, it's just Aerith is like she seems weird. Like she just stands there and whispers a lot of the time.
Yeah, she's weird and she's got big tits.
She what?
I said she's weird and Tifa has big tits.
Oh, I hadn't noticed.
Okay. Don't lie to me.
Did you get a lot of views there? I've never even downloaded TikTok, but I've heard you get way more views on there. Not really. My YouTube views, I had three TikToks that I posted that got like 150, 200, 300,000 views. I had three kind of blow up. You know, moderately blow up for TikTok. And then everything else I posted got like between 1,000 and 4,000 views. Whereas like my YouTube views, you know, I do like a million or 1.2 or something a month, right? So it's like TikTok compared to YouTube for me was not that impressive, but I don't know, maybe my stuff's just not meant for TikTok. I don't know. Hey. I thought TikTok got banned out by US, bought out. Yes, it did get bought out. Just in case. Bro, they made an auto shooter bullet heaven soulslike. What? There's an Estes flag and dodge roll. Game called Keeper's Toll. Where did you find this? What platform is it on? So are you making this your career? I mean, honestly, I don't know. The truth of the matter is I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. The percentage of people that can get to a sustainable viewer base and subscriber base to actually make a career out of YouTube is less than 1%. So like it's not even a question of the question is, can I make it a career? If I had the opportunity to do it full time, I would, because it would allow me a lot more freedom than a 9-to-5 job would be. But the big question is, will I even have that chance? There's a really good chance, a very good chance that it's not even going to be up to me. You know what I mean? I'm playing on PS. You can waifu is Aerith. Aerith is more my type. Even I'm more cherry guy. Tifa my assets, but Aerith is way wilder. Is she wilder? She seems like really reserved. Playing on PS5 right now. It's like Vampire Survivor, but Dark Souls. Just got invaded by giant dad. What? Alright, we're gonna look this game up later. I'm gonna pull this game up on the PS Store. It's usually luck. I mean, people will say that. There are, you know, even big streamers will say luck. And I think to get to a certain level, like to get to like the Kai Cenat, I Show Speed, Queso, you know, Fighting Cowboy type of stuff, there's definitely luck involved with that. But I also think that a lot of it is skill, you know. These people that have large follower bases, sure, some of them got that just kind of like by chance, and maybe they're not even that entertaining to watch. But most of them have their following because there's something about them that make people want to watch, and they earned it, you know. And there's skills that come along with that. There's things you have to learn, and you know, all kinds of stuff that goes into content creation. And so I'm not gonna discount anybody by any means. I don't think it's all luck. Holy God, how did I get there? How did I survive? I don't know how I did it, but I lived through the gank. I just lived the gank. I need like an obelisk or something to find. I need to whoop, not that. It kind of looks simple and dumb, but it's fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. This sounds amazing. Oh! I think to even make it your full-time job, there's some sort of... Yeah, I mean... I don't know. It depends on how successful you want to be, you know? Like, there's people that can make, you know, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year streaming or... YouTubing or whatever. That's honestly, you know, you can do that just by learning and being consistent and, you know, patient, because it takes time. But as far as like actually a good career that like makes you a good amount of money, there might be some luck involved with that, yeah. But a lot of it, I still go back to, I think a lot of it's skill, you know. I think the main reason that I don't have as large of a following as a lot of other YouTubers do, like the successful ones, is because I'm not as good as them. In a lot of ways, I think, you know, saying that it's luck is a cop-out. It's a way for people who are not as successful as they are to excuse themselves from just not having the skill, you know what I mean? And I don't want to be like that. I think that they're better than me, and that's why they are where they are and I am where I am. And I just gotta work harder. That's just how it is. Posture hydration check? Bro, I am very thirsty actually. They gank you so freaking hard. Yeah, skill issue, exactly. It's exactly what it is. It's like bodybuilding. You need to work out really hard, but if you don't have the genetics, you won't get far. That's very true. I mean, that's very true. There's a certain amount, like, to get to that level of, like, super popular fame, it definitely is, like, you know, you have to be one of one kind of thing. I already have one, thank you. But, you know, honestly, I don't think that I, like, would I hate my life if I had, like, 4 million subscribers and I was, like, YouTube famous? No, I don't think I'd hate it. Like, I wouldn't turn it down and fade into obscurity, probably. But I don't think that that's like really what I want either. Like, I would much rather have, like, you know, a couple 100,000 subs and making enough money to support me and my family and just be good, you know? I don't necessarily need to be, you know, the Tom Cruise of streaming or something like that. Not number 3 has 8 million subs. Yeah, exactly. And he also has, you know, a team of therapists and lawyers. It's an overkill in these fights. You're better off going with a faster weapon, less damage. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. Infinity, what's up? Let's see. What do we want to? What type of faster thing? What do we have that's faster that I could just probably just use the club? That's still pretty slow. Maybe not that. Silver Knight straight sword. There we go. I don't have the freaking stats for it. What do I need? I need 22 decks. I probably have enough souls to pop. I bet I could squeeze 2 more levels. How am I? I'm good, Infinity. How are you tonight? I personally don't think saying it's luck is a cop-out. Most of the biggest streamers are like cornball class clowns that made it big, if we're being honest. I don't know. You see, that's the part that I don't really buy into. I think that I think that's true in some cases for sure. But here's what I think is the thing people don't realize. Oh, you're fine? Good. I'm glad you're here, bud. I think that people don't realize just, you know, how it's a different kind of skill that's not super apparent. Like, somebody who's like a super talented woodworker, you're like, oh, you can clearly tell that this person's talented because they can take a log and turn it into the Mona Lisa, you know what I mean? Whereas with streaming or content creation, a lot of it's subtle, and the things that these guys do, you as a viewer oftentimes don't even realize that they're doing things that are making you continue to watch. A lot of it's sort of like visual sleight of hand. Like, these people can hook you in and you keep watching them. Well, you know, and there's a lot of different reasons why that might be, but all I'm saying is that it may seem like they just kind of got where they are for no reason. But more often than not, it's because they're studs at making people watch their stuff. And that's just the truth of the matter. Oh, I gotta pop some Soully Souls. $40,000. Almost probably exactly the same personality. Well, yeah, a lot of them. But I'm also not talking about people like, I don't know, like Mizkif or freaking Hassan Piker, or I'm not talking about like Twitch, like in real life streamers necessarily. Those people are like, I don't know. But for the most, I'm talking about people who are like, you know, YouTube video creators or something like that, you know what I mean? Even some of the streamers on Twitch, I guess, but I think it's just true in content creation in general. I'll level first and then see what we can do. Yeah, there we go. Matt's slut magic is what hooked me. See? Everybody has something, you know? I have my little thing. I have my little thingy thing. Other people have their little thingy things. That is what it is. Don't hate the player, hate the street corner. You just need a lot of charisma to click with huge fall. Yeah, I mean, charisma definitely, but you have people like Ouroboros, who's really big, and like if you listen to him talk, he doesn't even have a face cam, and his voice, you know, is not the best voice, and it's not like Fighting Cowboy or anything. So like, you know, it's different for every person is what I'm trying to say. Just use boss souls. Yeah, I'm cycling through some of them. I just like to keep them because they're like trophies, you know. Except for Quaylag. We hate freaking Quaylag. Day 876 of asking Mattack.gaming to add Mikalesh Majestic to the victory celebration like Jack Black. Is there a GIF I can use of him? Gage Ham, what's up, bro? I think what hooked me on Matt's content is the ridiculous stuff he would say the last 3 seconds of his YouTube shorts. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of those floating around. Guilty as charged. Alright, now I can use the effing sword. Thank God. Let's go upgrade it a little bit. You disrespect me here. You might hear me out, Quaylag. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. She just, you know, that's too many legs. I draw the line at 2 legs. Sometimes you can have too much of a good thing, you know what I mean? Also gives you 5,000 souls. What are you using straight sword with 2 hands? I'm not even fighting anything yet. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Oh yeah, +4. All right, now we can run. Let's go. I don't know. I like the 2-hand moveset better. It just feels beefier. Two legs, 1 coochie. How many coochies with 8 legs? Four, or 1 giant one in the center. Yes, I love beefy weapons. Sue me, okay? I'm a bonk boy. Have you ever seen those freaking TikTok videos or something where they're like, we're gymnastic girls. Of course we cartwheel across Walmart or something like that. I'm gonna do one where I'm like, I'm a bonk boy. Of course I 2-hand straight swords. Funny, right? Ha ha ha, laugh. It's funny, laugh. I don't know, by the way, people I was referring to as far as streamers like Pokemon, Mizkif, basically anyone that's associated with anyone who watches is friends of the genre of streamer. Yeah. Pokemon, Mizkif, Imaru, Sinna, Kai. Look, maybe I'm just like too old, or maybe I'm a negative Nelly, or some people say I'm a hater, but that whole style of streaming is like cancer to me almost. Like, I don't know. It's like, for the most part, these people are like not good role models, right? And they just sit there and talk to people and express what little knowledge they have about life with other people who have little knowledge about life. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I just don't get it. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I just don't get it, but it's just not not my cup of tea at all. And I'm not saying that, like, I'm not saying I got everything figured out. I'm not saying that I'm the one that you should listen to or anything. In fact, the reason I stream video games is because it's something that is not important in the grand scheme. I don't view myself as an authority on life to be able to get on here and like make YouTube videos about anything important. I make YouTube videos about video games because I love video games and they're not important. Like, I'm not gonna like screw anybody's life up with bad advice on a video game. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I just don't think that highly of my opinion to make videos about something important. At least they aren't. SS Sniper Wolf's a whole nother. That's a whole nother animal. That's the bottom of the dumpster right there. Hey, there we go. A little bit faster. I like the suggestion. I wouldn't listen to a man who allows his wife to dress him up as a trans half a dozen times and again. Well, that is true. I clearly have some problems with judgment, so, you know, take my opinion with a grain of salt. Oh yeah, we getting curses up in here, boys. What about the Rism with the Trism streamers like XQC and Asmongold? I'm not a fan of XQC. I don't really get, of course I haven't really watched his stuff very much. But I don't see a reason to want to watch his stuff also. Now, Asmongold, in my opinion, is a different animal, and the reason is because Asmongold actually brings value to his viewership. Asmongold is a WoW nerd who lives in a pigsty and is weird. But the thing about Asmongold is, if you watch his stuff, he like knows a surprising amount about a surprising amount of things. He's just very knowledgeable in a lot of different avenues of life. And so everything that he watches, he's able to give insight on that brings value to people who watch his stuff. So, like, in my opinion, I think Asmongold is like the right way to do that form of streaming. But everybody else, it's like, you know, what am I gonna learn about anything from Pokimane? Probably nothing, I would say. I don't like Asmongold because he doesn't shower. He doesn't do that very often. That's 100% correct. Woo! Oh yeah, I meant to do that. I totally meant to do that. Games are important. They fall on the list on if you're gone tomorrow. So many people will use them to relax and distress. Well, that's true. I think video games have utility in people's lives because they are a form of entertainment, and entertainment is an important piece of a person's life. Without entertainment, you don't have any way to de-stress and handle everything else that you have to do. Like, everybody needs to relax and kind of get away from the problems of life every now and then. So in a way, you know, video games are important in that regard. They don't have no meaning at all whatsoever, but they do not in and of themselves have any lasting meaning, as far as, like, it's not like, you know, religion or morality or even something like finance, you know, that actually affects people's lives in a big way. I like Asmongold. He's quite insightful. Like, is talking better. He's really smart. Yeah, he's super smart. Is Asmongold leftist or right wing? He's neither. Now, Asmongold's neither. Asmongold is he just calls it like he sees it, regardless of what side it's coming from, left or right. And look, I'll be honest, I'm on the right. All right, I'm a Christian conservative right winger. Okay. And I'll be the first to tell you that Asmongold says a ton of stuff that I disagree with and would say is retarded. And some people on the left would do the same as well. There's not really a political box you can put him in. Where'd they go? I just saw some ghosts. There they is. Hold on, let me pop a curse. Popping curses. Oh, there they are. Oh, you whores. What? Where? Oh, right there. All jokes aside, he has a lot of horrible takes. I mean, everybody does. Well, I should say this. Every person you probably ever meet or watch or whatever is gonna have at least some things that you disagree with. F you! God dang it! And some of them you will say are horrible, but the thing I respect about Asmongold is the fact that he will say whatever he wants to say regardless of the consequences, and two, that he debates topics. He allows people who disagree with him to disagree with him, even live on his streams. I disagree. Video games can be important to people as religion. Look how many Dark Souls Saved My Life videos, essays there are out there. They can be very important to an individual, but like on the grand scheme of things across all of life, they don't have like lasting meaning like something like religion does. You know, like religion affects a large swath of people across all walks of life, whereas the people who write a Dark Souls Saved My Life essay are going to be relatively, you know, a very, very small percentage in the grand scheme of things.
I think you can word this better.
What?
Your opinion on these things isn't going to affect anybody's lives. Like, your argument was you do it because
What's up, Julian?
it's a thing that you can do that's not going to negatively impact somebody else other than rile them up and get them pissed off. Video games can be important because they're a person's out, it's their escape.
Yeah.
But you're talking about the same thing, but you're not. He's saying that it is a big deal to some people, and you're saying that it's not. What you mean is what you have to say is not.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, my wife just brought up a really good point. Our wife, sorry, Tyrant King. She just brought up a really good point. What I'm really saying is that my opinion on video games is not important. My opinion on religion or my opinion on finance, that could really F some people up. but nobody's life is going to be affected, you know, positively or negatively, in my opinion, on whether or not Dark Souls 1 is better than Dark Souls 2. You know, that's my real point. Video games can have meaning for people, but my opinion is not, it doesn't carry that kind of weight. I thought you were a leftist, kind of woke guy. Just earned a lot of respect from me. Yeah, bro, listen. Bro, I listen. Some of the things that I believe, I think would make most right-wingers cringe. So, I'm about the furthest thing you could get from a leftist. I don't think... The only thing further than me would be like an actual Confederate soldier or something like that. So there are marriage counselors to tell clients to play It Takes Two. Surprising success fixes their problem. Does that really happen? Do marriage counselors really tell people to play It Takes Two? Is that a real thing? I hadn't started playing Dark Souls, I probably would be on motorcycles. I will help you. Hey, you might argue that would make it, that'd be a better life. Purchase. Oh, yes. Yes, baby. We just bought so many. Yes, some anyways. That's crazy. I mean, I could see how that would work. But yeah, it's like our wife said, you know, it's not really that video games don't have meaning or can't have meaning for people. It's just that my opinion on them is not going to like negatively affect anybody, and that's my main thing. I thought there was another ghost up there, wasn't there? Video games can't and won't ever be as important as religion. That is true. There are truly horrible people like murderers in prison who've changed their lives and repented because of what the cross. That is true. I 100% agree with that. I think that video games can have meaning for people for sure, but they're not like the key to life. Of course they're gonna do that. Where are they at? There we go. He's up out of here. He gone. I think I don't have to go. The day you put out a video saying Bloodward Meme Master is out, I will cry tears of joy, and the day your message about video games will be truly life-changing. I mean, yeah, well, but that's a whole different category, you know. If there's a Bloodborne remaster, well, of course, I mean, that takes precedent over everything, right? Did you get the Artorias ring? I don't think so. Let me look. Oh, I do, yeah. I have it. I have the Artorias ring. Artorias. Every time they announce a PlayStation State of Play, I cope so hard. I think 90% of Souls fans do. We're all there with you, buddy. Yeah, we can, this is, friggin', what's his name? Wolnir, isn't it? Isn't this Wolnir? Right now we're just routing. I mean, we're trying to find, we have to find all the freaking ghosts in this whole goddamn area. Matt, your opinion on it has negatively impacted my life and way of living. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Good day, sir. I'm sorry, Tyrant. I'm just trying to be you. You said you wanted me to be real. You know, I'm just trying to be real with you. I'm just... I'm just being my true self. Oh, boss here is 4 kings. I'm actually cooked? Why am I actually cooked? Make sure you defeat the next boss first try. The run back is hell. I mean, that's how I do all bosses, right? Wait, hold on. I'm actually curious. Did you really think it's Wolnir? No, of course not. I was testing you guys. Good job. You passed. A+. I'll send the report to Miyazaki. By the way, this is your first trying this boss. Yeah, we haven't got to the boss yet. And I'm not going to fight him yet either because I have to make sure I've killed everything. I'm just kind of running around trying to find every enemy in every place right now. Actually hurt my feelings too. All comments about it's never happening, Mike, aren't exactly positive. Would you rather be happy, or would you rather would you rather be lied to and happy, or depressed and know the truth? Which one would you rather want? Tell me the truth right now. All right, go fight the Dark Wraiths now. Oh, Ring of Sacrifice. My version. You were my escapism. I can still help you escape. Oh shoot. Is it okay? I can come in here. I'll take it all back. In fact, video games are actually the most important thing that's ever been known to man, and we should worship them. There you go. Immersion restored. Did I kill everything in this whole area already? Surely not. Yeah, I've been working on my lying skills. I want you to lead me to my ex-wife, did that dirty. Well, nobody will ever say Mike's not honest. There's more effing stuff, or I know there's more enemies around here. We've been down there. We've been this whole way. Happiness is such a rare thing. I'd choose it over truth immediately. I mean, happiness is fleeting. Joy is the real goal, if you ask me. Enemies are down below. The Dark Hand Knights. Oh, yeah. We gotta go down. But I need to make sure all the ghosts are dead up here first. I think they are. Oh, it looks like you're in for a treat. You never played this game before? Did you do the DLC? What about the Painted World? I haven't done the Painted World yet. I think we're planning on doing the DLC. At least that's what chat says every time we talk about it. And, yeah. I think we are going to do the DLC. But if you don't do the DLC, I swear. All right, we're doing the DLC. We can't let Mike unsub. Happiness brings joy. I would say happiness comes from joy. Like you can be happy, but joy transcends happiness, in my humble opinion. I don't know, man. I'd like to know if I have cancer, even if it makes me horribly depressed. Aha! I knew it! English Mastiff, what's up? I don't know what you just wrote in chat there, but how you doing? Can you say it? Koch Bubsy? Is that right? Before giving stiff chocolate? Why? Oh, I almost died. Your XC's from 300. How did you get in this year? Matty R, what are you doing? How's it going? I don't know what you said either, but hello. I believe in you like a fat kid loves cake. That's a lot of belief. Don't get belief diabetes. All right, I think we've officially killed all the ghosts now. I think that was the last one. I think. I can't find any anymore, so I'm just gonna have to go with it. You are one of the ghosts now? Am I? Oh shoot, I just ran all the way around for no reason, didn't I? Found another one. Ah. See, this weapon is more appropriate. Yes, you were right. I will agree, Pepe. It was a very good idea. I freaking forgot how to get down there. Where do you go to get down the effing F? Oh, it's probably in here. Probably need to go check that in a second, but... There it is. We found it. Need generally not matter to me in the slightest if I were to die tomorrow. Why not? I mean, the people who care about you would care for sure. I mean, doesn't it matter that they would be sad? I would care. I would hate to hear that that would happen. That would be awful. I need to go check one thing before we go down to the bottom level. Just need to look up here. Okay, I remember what that was. Okay, never mind. We can take the elevator down. Oh, look at those. Those are fun. Bye. My superpower is Omega level depression and self-deleting tendencies. That's really sad. I think a lot of I think more often than not, sometimes you have to just, well, not have to, but you shouldn't believe the lies that you tell yourself inside your head, you know? A lot of that stuff inside your head is it's just not true. It's hard to see it because, you know, it's coming from the inside of you, so like it's hard to tell what reality is. But at the same time, I think it's important to remember that sometimes you can't trust yourself or your perception of what's around you. It's not always the truth, you know? Did you do the DLC before Sif? You get an alt scene? No, I did not. Sif's already dead. We found that out. I accidentally forgot that I even killed Sif. Come on out here. Come here. Loser. Get backstabbed, slutbag. Yeah, boys. The heart is deceitful. Yes, the heart is deceitfully wicked above all things. Who can know it is what the scriptures say. Oh my god. All right, hold on. I know what happened. Hold up 1 second. Oh. Hey, yo. Hopefully it doesn't send me back. What happened? Oh, there we go. We're good. Yeah, game share. Yeah, my kids started the other PlayStation in the other room, and if you freaking start a PlayStation on the same profile, it'll switch to the other one and it'll stop this one. So, but I fixed it. I took care of business. Yeah, someone logged on elsewhere, yeah. That's exactly what happened. Oh, wait. Keep moving forward like Rocky, that's right. That's how we do it. We don't actually have to kill them because that's technically its own area. So it's not even part of this. So we'll keep going this way. Yes, you do. The door open to them. All right. Yeah, it's Valley of Drakes. That's a whole nother area. Don't start with me, bro. That's the shortcut though? Yeah, but the shortcut leads to a whole new area. These are the rules of the Massacre run. If the area has its own words that pop up, then that means that's its own separate thing. So when you go into the Valley of Drakes, it'll say Valley of Drakes. That means it's its own area. As Matt suffers from something called skill issue. 351. Because I'm killing every enemy in the entire area plus the boss, deathless. It's not like we're just running a regular run here. This is a whole different thing. Most of those deaths came from Blighttown and Orlando. Okay, that's all I need to say. You should already understand. You abandoned us for whiskey spike knock. No, I was beating my children. I mean, I told them to turn it off. I'm just kidding. That was dark. That was morbid. I'm sorry. Come here, buddy. Yeah. How could you say that without... Y'all give me no... I get no quarter with you. You guys are vicious. Loser. Oh yeah, delicious. And daddy like. Isn't there a way to get up there through some of this? Oh, there's another one. Come here, friend. I have a lesson I must teacheth. Loser. Oh, by the way, hey, I got my new stick in, guys. I defeated the final boss of Stick Drift. We're back up and running now. Just one-hand that weapon and use the poke. That is the R2. No, bro, I'm two-handing it because I love the beefiness. Even when I use dex weapons, I play them like strength weapons. It's who I am. Don't judge me. I need to learn to turn a little faster. Talking about his stick again? I mean, it's a large subject. It's a lot to talk about. Honestly, you're kind of a coward for using a weapon in the first place. Just the other day, I beat Gundyr with just my bare fists. Which, by the way, you said I would never do. So stick that in a spoon and melt it and then shoot it up. Sorry. F. All right, that's true. It takes a big man to admit his faults. I will say, you did admit it, so I should let you off the hook. All right, we ain't about to fight both of y'all at the same time. What do you think I am, a noob? Come on out here. Oh, okay. I meant just one of y'all. Thank the Lord for iframes. What a bunch of idiots, bro. What a bunch. Oh. Let me just heal for a second. Perfect distancing. That's Muhammad Ali type stuff. You get that 2v1? I just did. I just literally raped them. Says even though he found Dex easier in Kazan and used it for the last most important part of the game. Sometimes I forget how long you've been around, Tyrant King. You need to stop pointing out my inconsistencies. We're so strong, boys. We're so strong. Don't you mimic me. Just in case. Using backstabs in this game is pretty much cheating. It trivializes most fights. Man, you always say anything that I do that is skillful or well thought out at all is gonna be recategorized as cheating. It's literally a mechanic in the game. It's the skill is getting to the backstab, you know what I mean? That's what it is right there, boys. That's what it is. But yes, backstabs are very powerful in this game, I'm not gonna lie. I won't take 100% of the credit. But I'm not the one that made him that way. I'm gonna one-shot him. It's gonna be easy. Matt does anything. We're about to have a lot of. That's right. We are. It's gonna be amazing. Exactly. Yeah, I do anything. It's a skill issue. Doesn't matter what it is. I could freaking beat all 7 FromSoft games blindfolded, using a freaking nipple ring as a controller, and you guys would spam skill issue in the chat. Oh yeah, I gotta put the ring on. What I have here. I don't need the charred ring anymore. I'm not in fire. Just you would spam. I know you would spam skill issue. Of course, this is the one fall in Dark Souls you can survive. Where you at, buddy? Oh, there he is. Oh my god. Do I need a transient curse? Oh, I'm just not close enough. This ain't good. Yeah, this is not good. I should have switched to the Black Knight Halberd. The damage was good on the ghosts and everything, but I think I need to switch weapons again before we go down there. F. All right. But that was our first run at it, you know. Now we know what we need to do. We know what we need to do. In fact, can I put both on without having to bad sucky roll? I don't even need this right now. You should beat him whatever weapon you use. Now the run back, easy work, bro. I'm excited for the run back. I've been waiting all run for this one run back. Alright, I'm glad I got to see your Massacre once. Hey, thanks, Last Sigil. I'm glad you enjoy it. You've watched people fist fight that boss? That's a warm-up, dude. Don't judge the warm-up. Go through the Valley of Drakes. I have to kill everything. I have to start back at the beginning of the area and kill every enemy. You did first try him? Yeah, but you had a better weapon. Let's be honest. Don't lie. I didn't say anything, but you missed an enemy 14 minutes ago? What enemy did I miss? We have to go find it. Where is it? I'm glad I died if that's the case. Little. Woo! Yeah, we'll do another run and then we'll take the news break real quick. It's gonna be a quick one tonight. There's not a lot to go over. Thought it's gonna hurt you more than it hurts me, but someone has to say it for the lulz. Imagine dying to 4 kings. Imagine attempting the hardest Dark Souls run known to man. Imagine that. That's what I imagine. Oh wait, I don't have to because I'm doing it. The one in the mirror since you stepped on your own feet during that boss. God dang. For a second I thought you were serious, Tyron. You had my heart racing. Could also be this latte I'm drinking at almost midnight. All right, let's murder everything. Oh, I meant get hit by something. I don't think I've died to 4 kings since my second playthrough. Oh, you weren't doing a massacre. Okay. It's a hard run. Okay. It's hard. Guys, it's really hard. I could drink a coffee at midnight and it does nothing for me. I'll go straight to say, oh, really? I'm pretty caffeine resilient, but I do get energy from it though, so it can mess me up. But I have stuff to do after I end the stream tonight, so I need the extra power. Give me the power. Oh, I should have sent the oh, it doesn't matter. I still have to go through everything. So fist only is the hardest run in any challenge run. Fist only level 1 is the top of the list. But except for the Massacre run, right? You forgot the Massacre run at the top of the list. You forgot it. I won't hold it against you though, and you don't have to write in the chat anything. I'll just put it there for you. Just don't worry about it. I took care of it. Don't worry. You should be over leveled, little bro. I'm not over leveled. I'm probably under leveled by a slight margin. But I drink coffee every day, so I think that's why I'm immune. Well, I drink coffee every day too. I drink quite a bit of coffee every day, actually. It's because you drink normal coffee. Matt drinks sugary soft drinks called... That's a lie! Actually, I drink black coffee every single day of my life. It's just when my wife makes me take her to 7 Brew and stuff, I get a drink with her, you know, and 7 Brew has terrible black coffee, so I get the stuff that tastes good. All right, I'm still a man. I have huge balls. I'm a man. You just remembered your first challenge run? It wasn't the Dark Souls. It wasn't the Massacre run, I'll tell you that right now. Matt has a mangina. Matt has a mangina! Would you like some Baileys? Would you like some more Baileys? Spam mangina in the chat. That's what I'm gonna do. Every time something awesome happens on stream, I'm just gonna say spam mangina in the chat. Stop it. Come down here and fight me like a real mangina. When our wife sends, makes me go to, sorry buddy, I'm sorry. That likes woman coffee. I'm the one that tells other people that because of how much black coffee I drink. It's just this one time. I'm woman coffee curious. That's all it is. I don't usually do this. Well, all right. Oh, their effing gankage with these ghosts is the freaking worst, bro. They just, like, they all time their attacks together to where it's just one giant pain train. Don't ignore the other message. Did you send the other message? I don't see your other message, Tyrant. Everyone spam. Really hard finding decent coffee at Starbucks. Yeah, I don't. That's what, look, on the real, look, and this is my honest opinion. Black coffee is king. When I go to Starbucks, their black coffee sucks. So if I'm at Starbucks, I always get some kind of tasty drink because they can't make black coffee to save their life. When I'm at home, I'm a black coffee connoisseur, okay? I create my own I do pour over method just to create the perfect cup of black coffee. And I put creatine in my coffee. That's double man points. I spend 30K off the road motorcycles. Them to Starbucks, no judgment. Yeah, but I'm better than them, Mike. I'm more of a man. If I rode motorcycles, I would be like 10 times the man. They wanted the bussy. Welcome to... I went all the way to Bussies. Black coffee is great. I just got Black Rifle Keurig pods a few weeks ago. I don't mind Black Rifle. It's pretty good. The coffee I use is the whole bean 8 o'clock brand coffee. That's what I've found. It's cheap and it tastes really good. Notice he says literally everyone makes crappy black coffee, so why he can't. It's not my fault that nobody can make a good cup of black. Well, that's not true. Waffle House has amazing black coffee. Prairie Kitchen also has amazing black coffee. Applebee's actually has decent black coffee. But not many actual coffee places, which is a tragedy. Local femboy male wife things. What? It's just in local male wife likes things. Oh my god damn, I can't talk about nothing. The moment I put myself out there and like give you a little insight into my personal life, I get judged and demeaned. What am I there's no safe space for me anymore. Do you do the pour over method? Do you also run to the bathroom and slam the door every time you fart so you can keep it? What do those two things have to do with each other? I'm lost there. Coffee out of South Florida is awful. You need to carry Cuban coffee is way better. I buy the Colombian beans, but I've never tried Cuban coffee. I would try it though. You, sir, are stating how much you like it black? Yeah, but that's just coffee. And wieners. What? Saying only pretentious people pour over. That's all I see coffee YouTubers do. It's just the best way to make it. No clips. I've told you guys we don't clip on my streams. It's illegal. The FBI will come to your house. How do you have so much range? Good God, we're getting ganked by Ghosty Ghost. Just die! The best coffee in the world is Colombian or Costa Rican, made by Cuban. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not opposed to ordering. Usually I just buy the 8 o'clock beans at Walmart because they're right there, but I will order it. If it's good enough, I will order coffee. What? Die. Die. Cuban coffee is your favorite. That's why I mostly drink at home. Yeah, that's I really like the Colombian beans. That's what I get, but I'm sure it's probably not from Cuba, the stuff I drink though. Gonna weigh in and say that 100% makes you gay. What makes me 100% gay? Of course it's gonna aggro and try and push me off the effing edge. Alright, we're good there. Alright, let's grab the extra transient there. Definitely want those transient curses, my friends. Stay transient, my friends. Dos Equis. Stay transient, my friends. Stay yeah. Just kill him! Effing whore, bro. Stay trans, my queens. Slay. Man can't see it. Sad. What do you mean? Once you go trans, you never go back? Well, that's actually kind of true. Now I'm subbing. I'm just what? We're just hanging out. We're just bros talking. We're just bros. You don't make coffee with the American machines. You get the Italian coffee machine. Oh, what? Okay, you get a colada with natural sugar. Best coffee ever, period. Really? What makes the Italian machine so much better? Are you talking about like bean grinders? There's like a dude in this ladder. We gotta get out of here. We need to kill him. How do we get him to follow us? We can't get him to follow us? I don't... Why? Why does he not aggro? Maybe he'll come out of the wall. There he is. Oh, F. There we go. Italian people are the most pretentious about coffee. I lived in Italy for 2 freaking years. I bet they make freaking awesome coffee though. Let me make sure. How dare you assume the ghost gender is 2025, Matt? You aren't being very... That is true. I'm sorry. I should not, reduce them to just ghost genitals, They're more than just their genitals. I'll do better and be better. Italian are gay, but their coffee machine is cool. Why? Every Italian I've ever met was cool. I ran past where I'm supposed to go. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Correct, they do. They all drink espresso for breakfast. Because they wear skinny jeans and V-necks. Do they? Is that an Italian style, I guess? Alright, there's nothing down here. You said Italians are gay. Clip it up. Y'all just are trying to destroy me, aren't you? My reputation. Alright, I have like 50 people watching right now. You're gonna ruin all 50 people's friggin' opinion of me, which I'm sure is so very high. V-necks are no fashion anymore. In shape? You mean in shape like a I don't know that skinny jeans and V-necks make you in shape. I've seen some pretty out of shape people wear those things. Come here, buddy. I hope you find your dad. Well, I probably shouldn't have done it like that, huh? All right, so let's talk about something else. The weather was crazy today. I think, I don't know about you guys, but it was raining almost all day yesterday for me. Well, actually just the morning time. But Friday was crazy. I mean, Friday's weather was bad. That was, storms, you know, and precipitation. It's easy when you just read out comments like you did this one. I mean, what am I supposed to do? The comments are there to read. Half the time I don't even pre-read them before I just say them. I just say them. It's just how I roll. Roman Empire, ancient Greek, cheap copy, and Greeks invented lesbians, homos, so Italians are by extension. That was a very historical way of calling Italians gay. Impressive, not factual, but impressive. LGBT is cringe culture. See? See what? I don't get it. Clip it? Because you're the LGBT. No, no. No. I'm B. I'm the B for big penis. I don't know. I'm just whatever. Y'all have your laugh. Have your laugh in the chat. Ha ha ha. I thought you were LGBT. Did you really? Be honest. Pepe? Pepe? Be honest right now. Is that what you really thought? Or are you just saying that? I missed 3 enemies? Where? Unless distract you from the fact that LGP stands for Luigi got big titties. True. That is exactly what. So you guys are just saying that I've been working on my pecs here lately. Well, thanks for noticing. Oh, the hollows? No, they're non-hostile. Yeah, they're non-hostile. We don't have to kill them. I just kill them for fun a lot of the time. More like bi? Why'd you think I was bi? What possibly could have given you that inclination? I have no idea. There could be... Definitely not any way I've dressed here recently. Hey! Hey! No, no! There's another one coming from somewhere. There's more than that, I'm pretty sure. Trans costumes? They were gender curious costumes. That's what they were, okay? It wasn't like full on. No, it was just a... It's like a what if type of thing, you know? Like, huh, what if, you know? Last I checked, Massacre run means everything. Every hostile enemy. That's been the rule from the beginning. Don't try to change the rules now. I mean, in my defense, you were a weird gay costumes like the pony one. It was too gay. I didn't make it. I don't make these costumes. It's not my decision. I did approve some of them though. But I didn't make it though. Run invalid? No, the run is completely valid. We only have to kill... Oh, come on. Now y'all are just trying to get me worked up. Fix the green screen? What? There's nothing wrong with the green screen. I don't see anything wrong with it. Now you're gender curious. Now go back and kill the hollow. You don't have to kill the hollow. This is not part of it. But you wear it? It's just because I'm that good of... I'm so good of a husband, I'm willing to be a woman for her. That's marriage 101, ladies and gents. You don't get to 10 years of marriage without being a woman for your wife every now and then. All right? Take that to the bank. Remember that. You're going to need it someday. If it wasn't part of it, then why did you do it every other time? Because she designed it that way. And some of the costumes were not supposed to be, and then she made them like that. I've said this every stream since like 18 streams ago. I'm a victim. I've blinked twice so many times and nobody sent help. You guys are just like, oh, there must be something in his eye. Come down here. Sometimes it takes a real man to be the best. Exactly. It takes sometimes to be the biggest man, you have to be the greatest woman. Hashtag 2025. I don't know how I missed. How did that miss? The freaking ghosts are so annoying, bro. Oh, Jesus, they're annoying. Bottom right green screen. Maybe. Oh, I think I do see what you're talking about. Hold on. Is that better? Oh wait, is it still there? Why is it? It shouldn't be doing that. Let me make sure. Yeah, what is that? What is that? What is that? Alright, hold on. Oh, we're so close. Is that just the game? Are you guys messing with me right now? Alright, we're just gonna do that. F it. Screw it. You use OBS? I use Streamlabs. This is a massacre run. You are the only one getting massacred. Tell that to freaking the bed of chaos. Where's the bed of chaos at? Oh yeah, it's dead. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Oh shoot. I'm glad nobody important was standing right there. Did you go to the bakery today? Why is there a cake? What do you mean? There's a cake? Did you see a cake? What are you talking about? All right, let's take our news break. We don't got a lot to cover, but we'll cover the few topics we have, and then we'll jump back in and make a couple more runs at it. Your costume looks so cool too. Thanks. I got to give all credit to the stream wife. Our wife did an amazing job on the costume tonight. It's even crazier, like. This thing's got a lot of detail right here. Like, look at, she actually made the face like look like it's being torn, and then like she got like the half mummy vibe on this side. Freaking crazy. Talented lady, if I do say so myself. Okay, let's jump in and talk about the news tonight, and then we'll get back to the run. So here's tonight's news. Hey, I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys are all awesome, of course. I love the conversation. I love the hanging. I appreciate it. Thanks for your support of what I do. I'm glad to be back. We had to take a couple days off. I'm sorry. I didn't want to break the Streamathon streak, but I had no choice. Until which time I can do this full time, I got to do what I got to do. But speaking of that, we're sitting at 2,617 subscribers, everybody. We're on the road to 10,000. We're trying to get to 10,000. If you're watching this and you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. Help us reach our goal. Hang out on the streams, watch the videos, interact. It's fun. And, yeah, much appreciated. Check out Keeper's Troll. Yeah, all right, when we jump back to, well, I'll check Steam. Maybe it's on Steam as well. The Bed of Chaos only takes one hit and you spent a week on it? No, I didn't spend a week on it. I spent multiple weeks on it. Get your facts straight. Yeah, you bent over right in front of us. Well, you're welcome. That's probably why I have higher viewership today than normal. I'm playing an RPG while watching you. Oh, nice. What are you playing? Just finished my whiskey and Coke just before I go to bed. Nice. I'm happy to be part of your bedtime routine. Thanks for chilling with us. If you love and appreciate us so much, then name drop everyone here. Some of you guys aren't chatting, but we got Jorbinicus, we got Tyrant King, we got Pepe, we got Mike, we got Last Sigil. We've had I think that's the majority of everybody. We've had some people pop in, but that's all the regulars that are here. And yes, you guys are all awesome. Even the ones lurking. I appreciate your support regardless. All right, some newsy news. Stop Killing Games announcement. Out of the 1,448,270 signatures, 689,035 are already verified, and 15 countries have met their thresholds. If you don't know what this is, Stop Killing Games is basically a petition that is going forward to try and essentially give some accountability to game studios so that they can't just make a game, and make it have like an always online feature or something like that. And then, 5 years after the game launches, they just pull the plug on the server, and the game that you paid money for that you should own you can no longer actually access it, and they can just literally just rip it right out from under you. That's the main thing. There's more stuff that goes into it, but that's kind of the crux of the idea. It's basically putting ownership back into the gamer's hands. And hey Duke, what's up? This stream was randomly recommended to me. Well, I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope the random recommendation was good. And if it wasn't good, blame YouTube. It's definitely not my fault. But all these signatures, so basically it got almost 1.5 million signatures. But according to the regulations, the signatures have to be verified as real people in order to count. And so now the verified number is creeping higher and higher, and 15 countries have reached their threshold, which means 15 different countries have now met the threshold for verified signatures, to where this basically has to be talked about and voted on. That's like a very basic rundown of it. You can look it up. There's a lot of YouTube videos that explain it much more in depth than that. That's just like a bird's eye view of everything. But it's very good. This is something that I support. I do think that game developers should have some kind of accountability, some kind of regulation, to where they can't just make a product and then tear it away from you when they sold it to you as if you were buying a product, but then they treat it like a license. Those are two very different things. If you're going to sell a license, you need to be upfront with your customers about that fact. And if you're selling a product, then you can't take it back once it's sold. Those are pretty basic ideas, if you ask me. So I'm happy to see that this is continuing forward, and hopefully it'll reach its threshold in all of the countries needed. and we'll see some action taken. Yeah, it's chill. Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying chilling with us. Also, basically like Destiny 2. Yeah, basically. Yeah, the same type of deal. Just they should be forced to provide some kind of ongoing service, even if it's a bare bones server that just allows the game to run at, like, you know, bare minimum. Players should be able to access what they've paid for regardless. Yeah, I agree with the petition in spirit. Yeah, in spirit, I agree with it. Yeah. EU carrying the world in consumer protection again. You're not wrong, Duke. The EU is, as much as I disagree with a lot of things on the EU side politically, but one thing I think that they do decently that here us over here in the US is where I'm at. I think that consumer protection is something we should take a long, hard look at, and perhaps some of the things they're doing are some things we should adopt as well. Just seems really difficult to enforce. I doubt it would be really difficult to enforce. The question is, how do you draw the lines? Because there is an argument to be made on the other side that, how much do we ask of these game developers? If they create a game and it goes down to 5 players, are they forced to continue to invest money and time into that product for the rest of eternity because it has 5 players? Or is there some line in there where, once it's died down to a certain point, it's justifiable to shut it off? I'm not 100% sure on where that should be placed. I'll be honest. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but there should be a line, and it should be set. And it definitely should not be set on the side of shut it off whenever you want, when it's, advantageous to you. I don't think that that's where it should be. Hey, Matt, I wonder if this works. Mike. I'm not reading that. As soon as you said, I wonder if this works, and I saw Mike, and I was like, no. I know exactly what you're doing. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you again, because that's already happened. Fool me a couple more times, I'll finally learn, and I think I done did just now. Expedition 33 has won Game of the Year at Gamescom Asia. Hopefully the first of many Game of the Year victories for this game. I'm a Souls-like player through and through. You guys know that. My channel is centered primarily around Souls and Souls-like games. However, Expedition 33 is legitimately one of the best gaming experiences that I've ever experienced. I wouldn't put it as like better than Elden Ring. I'm not going to say that would be heresy. Not going to do that. But I will say that it is legitimately one of the best games of the decade, if not more than that. And I think it's my game of the year. And so I'm happy to see it getting the accolades it deserves, even if the freaking Golden Joysticks awards snubbed it out. It was blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is going to be fun. Challenge. No, I didn't challenge you. No, it wasn't a challenge. It was more like a friendly wager. Do you think Elden Ring is the best Souls game ever? Yep. Elden Ring is without a doubt 100%, 125% the best From Software game ever made, in my humble opinion. Expedition 33 is Game of the Year. I don't care about whoever says otherwise. Yeah, I think there's other games that have an argument. I would say that I think Silksong has an argument. There's an argument to be made there. You could even argue that a game like Blueprints could potentially be in the discussion as well. But I don't believe that any of those games should beat it. But I do think that they at least deserve to be talked about. A friendly wager is in fact a challenge. No, it's more like a, like, how you doing, buddy? Let's just talk and be friends and not challenge each other. That's exactly what it means. All right. Images of the canceled Game of War or God of War multiplayer game have surfaced online. This is took me a minute to find it. This article is from Game Rant, but the images are actually from MP First. So if we hop over here, we can see some of these. These are all the kind of screenshots. Now this game was canceled. Okay, this was the one that Blue Point was working on, and it got canceled by Sony, and now reportedly Blue Point is now working on a RPG, action RPG game. At least that's what their hiring listings would suggest. But these are some screenshots of the God of War multiplayer game that they were apparently working on, and then it got canned. Why it got canned, we don't know. We don't even know much more about the game besides the fact that it was a multiplayer God of War game. Other than that, there's not a ton known. It's kind of sucky. I mean, it sounds interesting. To me, it almost sounds like a Night Rain, type of experiment. You had like a heavy single player oriented franchise, just like you did with Elden Ring. And then they took Elden Ring and adapted it to be a multiplayer experience. Sort of sounds like what they were probably trying to do with this God of War game. The issue is that obviously Sony didn't see it going anywhere, or maybe they decided to abandon the multiplayer idea and keep it single player. I don't really know. My suspicion, this is just a suspicion, I have no evidence to support this whatsoever, but my suspicion is that with some of their recent multiplayer failings, they pulled the plug on multiplayer projects and wanted to invest more money into their bread and butter, which is their single player experiences. I think that's probably what happened. But like I said, that's just speculation. I'm not trying to, this isn't breaking news here, okay? I'm just saying what I think. Has Blue Point ever made a game that's not a remaster or remake? Let's ask that question. Has Blue Point ever made a game that wasn't a remaster? Yes, Blue Point Games has made one original game, Blast Factor, released in 2006. However, the studio is now primarily known for its remasters and remakes, and its project is confirmed to be an original title. Its next project is confirmed to be an original title. Blast Factor. Let's watch a Blast Factor trailer. Why not? Let's go down the rabbit hole. Join me on this journey, my friends. What does Blast Factor actually look like IRL? Why not? Blast Factor Advanced Research PlayStation 3 gameplay. Here, let me turn this on so you guys can hear it. Sure. Let's watch this one. 14 years ago, what? 14. Yeah, that would be 2006. This would be it. Let's see what it's about. Riveting. Revolutionary. It's like Galaga on steroids. Well, See, let me tell you let me tell you guys why this is a masterpiece. They took Galaga, a classic, spaceship shooter, and they put it in a triangle. That's the innovation. Are you guys not seeing the brilliance? It's Galaga, but in a triangle. Hello. Best game ever made. A spaceship that shoots shiny sperm. it's a fertility game. No wonder Sony turned them into a remake company. Never let these guys. But maybe this was early on. They've learned a lot since. Let's not be too harsh. Let's not be too mean to the guys at Blue Point. Okay. I actually think they did. Now, I've never played the original Dark Souls 3, but I really enjoy the Demon Souls remake. So I'll just put that out there. Why does it look like Stardust Delta? I don't know. I have no idea. The math ain't mathing. Is it not mathing? God of War was interesting. Creature environment. It's not real. God of War step into multiplayer. Yeah, I would much rather them make a actual God of War game, like a single player God of War game, than try and give us a multiplayer title. And to be clear, I would say this about Elden Ring too. I would much rather, even after playing Night Rain now, if I could take what I know now and go back in time to when they started development in Night Rain and have my say, I would tell them, don't do it. Make another single player Souls game. That's what I would tell them. Even after playing Night Rain. And I like Night Rain. Night Rain's a ton of fun. But I would rather have a single player experience. And God of War is the same thing for me. Would a God of War multiplayer game be a cool thing? Sure, probably. I mean, I'm sure it probably would be fun. It could be, at least, if it's done right. But is it going to be more fun than a new God of War game? No. I would much rather have a new God of War game. I mean, come on, it's not even a contest. What do you think about pre-registration figure and what appears to be a very minimized marketing effort? Didn't even make an IGN's top pick for best games in November. What's WWMs first? What do you mean? What game is that? WWM. Ali 9877, thanks. My wife did the makeup. Our wife did the makeup, sorry. Oh, Where Winds Meet. Where Winds Meet. So here's my here's my honest opinion about Where Winds Meet, okay? I'm going to just drop this on you. I was excited about Where Winds Meet when I first found out about it. And the more that I've seen about the game, I've gotten less excited about. Now, that's not to say it's going to be a bad game. It may not be. And I might even try it. But the fact that it's like an MMORPG, that just doesn't mesh well with me when I'm talking about like the types of games that I enjoy to play are typically not MMORPGs. Can there be an MMORPG that I would enjoy to play? Yes. Will Where Winds Meet be that game? Maybe. But it reminds me of like an MMORPG version of Rise of the Ronin. And I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of Rise of the Ronin. To be fair, Night Rain does feel more like tests of multiplayer Souls than rather fleshed out games. While I would rather have a single, I'm also excited about testing features through them. Yeah, so that is a redeeming factor. The Great Gamer brings up a good point. A great point. Huh, see what I did there? Yeah. Testing features in an, as much as I would like to have another Souls game, I do agree that From Software needs to have the freedom and should exercise it to be able to test new things. Because that's how we got the Souls games in the first place. Before Demon Souls, they were known for Armored Core and Kingsfield. Demon Souls was basically a project that they had going that was supposed to be a Kingsfield reboot, and they were starting to lose faith in it and kind of were thinking about maybe it not going anywhere. And that's when Miyazaki stepped in and they let him direct it. It's a big, long story. I'm not going to go. I've said it on stream before. Some of you guys already know. But the point is that the way they got Demon Souls, which turned into the Soulsborne games, was by doing something new that many people, even some people that played it, like the Sony CEO that came out, or ex-CEO that came out here recently, that said that he hated Demon Souls when he played it the first time. Even people like that, that it was not understood at its time, and then as it came out, the players played it, and people realized they're on to something great here. So From Software and studios in general need to have the freedom to try things and make mistakes, and sometimes they don't make them. Sometimes they turn out not to be mistakes. Sometimes they turn out to be bangers that create a subgenre. But they need to have that freedom. So I do agree with that. It's just, from my selfish wants as a player, I want another single player Souls game. That's what I want selfishly as a player. On the grand scheme of things, Night Rain was probably a good idea. Well, I would say this. It's definitely a good idea given the context in which it was created. A side project directed by a new director to fill the gap while they're working on their other mainline titles. It's actually a brilliant move. But selfishly, I want me another Souls game. Let's just be 100% honest here. So, all right, that's the news for tonight, boys. We got to run to Massacre. A run to Massacre, friends. All right. Oh God, our stream wife ordered me a new chair. By the way, I can't wait for it to effing get here. This chair sucks so hard. I feel like I'm sitting on something. I'm sitting on a chair. Don't put nothing in the chat. I meant I'm sitting on something's behind me, like stabbing me in the back. Ridiculous. Run to Massacre. At least you're not running from it anymore. I was never running from it. We just, we have multiple runs we have going, okay? I got to keep the people entertained. People don't want the Massacre run every day, It's too much greatness. They'll implode. The chair is just happy to see you. Oh, yeah. Well, in that case, I don't want a new chair. A little baby needs a break from his mouth. I don't need a break. I don't need a break. It's you guys that need the break. Okay, you guys are the ones that like the variety, all right? If it was up to me, I would just do like one area until I could beat it with my eyes closed. Then do it? No, I'm a man of the people, alright? It's not about me. Sometimes you just gotta smack a wall. Where are they at? Where are they at? Thank you for the news update. No problem, Last Sigil. You are welcome. It really seems like you're dodging this issue right now. I'm not. I'm literally playing the run right now. I'm literally running it right now. Then do it tomorrow? Do what tomorrow? Oh, Keeper's Toll. Hold up. We gotta look up Keeper's Toll. Hold on. I almost forgot. Mike said we gotta look it up. Hold up. Let me look this up. Keeper's Toll is what he said. Keeper's Toll. What is this? This one? Let's watch this. It reminds me of like OG Gauntlet back in the Disney. It's a Souls roguelike. Oh, they got a pyromancer. Skills, all right. Experience a mix. Soulless. The Ebon King. Interesting. Keeper's Soul, an action-packed survival roguelite set within a retro-infused dark fantasy world. Every moment could be your last, but with each setback you grow stronger, seize the challenge, overcome daunting foes, and purge a callous world in top-down pixel art. Keeper's Toll places...
I'm so sorry.
Alright. A heavy focus on skill-based gameplay with action RPG elements. Each run allows you to study your enemies, hone your skills while progressing through the main quest. Very interesting. Maybe we check that out someday. You know what I thought about doing? I've thought about someday doing a like indie day, where we just like have 4 or 5 different indies, souls, roguelike type things, and we just like try them all out in one stream, just to see if we can find like a little known banger, you know? Gauntlet Dark Legacy is one of the greatest games ever. Bro, I used to play the crap out of some Gauntlet with my brothers back in the day, bro. That was a freaking awesome game. Hunting for the next Liza P, yeah. That could be the stream name. Hunting for the next Liza P. The Great Gamer just wrote my title for me. Your character name is called Dextrum Thorfinn? Holy F, that's a name, bro. Was it one of the PS2 gauntlets? Yeah, it was one of the PS2 gauntlets. I don't remember which one it was, but we used to play it on PS2 together. Back in simpler times. You're hunting for P already? Did you platinum-ize it? No, I did not. I've never platinumed a game in my entire life. Either Dark Legacy or Seven Sorrows sounds more familiar than Dark Legacy does. F. Yeah, they're trying to do their gankify. We're gonna run out here. Can certainly, as an action RPG in solo mode, what did you see that made you think it was just MMORPG? The visuals in combat look great, don't they? The visuals in combat do look decent in Where Winds Meet. And I have considered giving it a try. But it... just the way... Some of the trailers and gameplay I saw for it... It just reminded me a ton of, like... It reminded me a lot of like a Rise of the Ronin type of situation. Like a lot of things to do, but very little depth and meaning to those things. Like I don't like busy work in my games. I don't want to just play a game that has a bunch of stuff to do just to do. I want, like, that's what I like about From Software games so much, is like, you know, the every little side quest and everything, and it either leads to like a chunk of story, or you get another NPC, or it opens another something else. Like it all has some kind of purpose to it. If you never platinum a game, that means you've never played a Telltale game, which is a huge missed opportunity. What the heck is a Telltale? I don't know what that is. I wanted so badly for Rise of the Ronin to be good. I mean, to be clear, I will say I think Rise of the Ronin is good. Like it's not a miserable experience to play, but it's a whole lot worse than I wanted it to be. I wouldn't call it a bad game. I just wouldn't call it a great game. I'd much rather play like Neo 1 or 2 than Rise of the Ronin. It's a modern PS3 game. I actually felt like the visuals and performance was not the main issue for me. The main issue for me was how repetitive it was and how stupid the side quests were. And also the story's trash, or at least it wasn't interesting. But the combat was fun. Bro, Rise of the Ronin is trash. It was a regression in every way from Neo. Yeah, I do agree it's worse than Neo. But like, is it such a bad game that it's not enjoyable to play? I don't think that it's that bad. Oh my god, I just ran in the circle again. Sometimes I'm such an idiot. Oh, F. I just ran out of curse. Telltale is a studio that's known for making choice-based story games like Walking Dead, Batman, Wolf Among Us. I've never played any of those. So yes, I guess you're right. I've never played a Telltale game. Rise of the Ronin was one of the worst looking games with boring level design, repetitive gameplay. Yes, it's that bad. I couldn't play more than 10 hours. I wouldn't say it's bad look. I felt like it was decent. Like the graphics and, you know, it was decent. It wasn't bad. I don't think it was bad. Now, is it boring level design? I guess that's neither here nor there for me. I wouldn't call it boring, but nothing stood out about it. It does have repetitive gameplay, though. You're definitely right about that. What other game is coming out soon that's kind of like that? Kind of like what? I feel like that about some AC games. Yeah, I lost interest in Assassin's Creed after the first one, to be honest. I felt like I really enjoyed the first Assassin's Creed game, though. I've heard good things about Black Flag, but I've never played it. These guys are so dumb. They really should have improved their AI on these horse. One thing I like was about Black Flag was because it was pirates. Yeah, that's an area here. So here's something that's pretty interesting. I think I feel like an area that the Souls-like genre could. Sorry. I feel like an area that the Souls-like genre could expand into would be pirates. Why do we not have a pirate Souls-like game? I mean, maybe we do, but I haven't heard of one. And I would like to have a good one that, you know, gains some notoriety. Like, give us a freaking pirate Souls-like. That would be flipping amazing. Come on out here, buddy. Let's... I'm over here where I can get behind you, huh? Got my nice stiff sword. I'm gonna get behind you with it. Alright, never mind. You know, I don't think he's interested. I shot my shot. Sometimes you can't hate a man for shooting his shot. Sometimes you gotta shoot your shot and you get a rejection's part of life. Rejection, it's just... It's part of it. I mean, you're not every shot's a bullseye. Not every one. Right? Bro threw shade on AC Odyssey after kind of bad. No way. 1 to 3 Unity, etc. Well, to be fair, I have not played any Assassin's Creed game besides 1. So anything after that, I have no idea about. I'm just saying that 1 was good, but I lost interest in the series after that. Gameplay-wise, Black Flag was great, but you don't even become an actual assassin until the last mission. And that seems like a bad design decision, I'm not gonna lie. You need to play some of the Dark Souls mods. I've been replaying them on my channel too, and just started playing DS3 mods. They're so fun to play with new bosses and level designs. Yeah, that's actually been a thing that I have been considering for sure. I think eventually I do want to just do like a mod series where I go through all the Soulsborne games and just play the F out of different mods for them. DS1, 2, 3, Elden Ring has a lot of cool mods. I think that would be fun. I would enjoy that. You guys would probably enjoy watching it. You guys seem like the kind of... Y'all seem like the type that like that fancy that type of thing. Yeah, mod 2, it's till it's good. You should just go for the boss. Why would I just go for the boss? That would break the run. Issues some people have with Pirate Souls, like traversal aspects, like it might take people out of the experience when they're on a ship sailing to the next area. Although I've always loved the idea. You could just make it like a linear experience. You don't have to like necessarily like be able to sail. You could just have some levels that were on boats while sailing or something like that. The convergence mods are so crazy good. It's really well balanced. Tons of new spells from software quality. It's wild how much effort. Yeah, that's on my bucket list. I definitely want to check those out. Those and many others. Another one that I've been really excited to try one day is the Graceborn mod for Elden Ring, where it like turns Elden Ring into Bloodborne, or like converges the two together. Seems like it'll be really fun. All right, boys. We're gonna do one more run at it tonight, and then after we beat the whole game, this run, obviously, then we'll call it a night. Makes Castle Morn better than Stormveil? Really? It makes Castle Morn that good? That's freaking crazy, bro. Yeah, the mods are definitely something I'm gonna play through eventually. It's just hard. It's hard when you're not a full-time streamer, keeping up with all the things in the Souls-like genre. It's tough. There's a lot of things to play, you know. And then every time I step away from this run, Jorbinicus says I'm ducking it. I'm just trying to keep up with the changing world. The pressure is so heavy. Oh, I just, well, I won't be poisoned at least. Just get out of there, bro. I'm just gonna tank it. I'll just tank the hits. F that. The amount of freaking ghosts that they put in these areas is retarded. A little stupid. Just come down here, bro. Finally, god dang. I swear to God, if that pushed me off the edge. Holy chef. Holy jefe. Sometimes you just gotta fight your way out. You gotta fight your way out. Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, let's go. Who's next? Oh, you wanna catch some? You wanna catch some hands? Oh, oh! God dang it, that was some really good freaking crowd management right there, chat. Saw your video on DS2 today. I totally agree. It's better than DS1. So you aren't the only one. It's still jank with a movement. I was thinking Blue Point remake of DS2 would be amazing. Well, first off, thanks. I appreciate you watching the video, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, Blue Point. I mean, a remake of DS2 would be amazing. I think out of all the Souls games, besides Bloodborne, obviously, DS2 is the one most primed for a remake. And, you know, out of, if we were talking about, you know, possibility, DS2 has a far higher chance of getting a remake than Bloodborne does, obviously, for Sony reasons. But a Dark Souls 2 remake or even just a remaster, I think would be a banger. If you all right, imagine this for 1 second. If you're sitting there and you're thinking, "Oh my God, I hate DS2. I wouldn't play anything DS2 related." Where the? Oh, frick. Okay. Just imagine, take a second and just imagine this. Imagine Dark Souls 2, but updated. Okay. Oh my God, did I not? Why? I have the curse. Why? What the heck was that? But updated to run like DS3 with updated graphics. It's as smooth as DS3. You know, maybe some updated move sets so that giving the bosses a little bit more complexity to them. Bro, that would be a banger of a game. Imagine Majula with like Elden Ring type visuals. Holy God. Gamergasm, you know what I'm saying? Bloodborne just needs an update to unlock. PS2 needs an update. Analog movement from directional. Why a lot of people complain about the movement. Yeah, if they would change that and just make it play just a little bit smoother, update some boss move sets, it would be a banger of a game. Bloodborne, yeah, 60 FPS would be good. I mean, just the freaking patch is really all Bloodborne needs, but I 100% agree with you. Dark Souls 2 remaster would hit real hard. I would love that. More than a Dark Souls 1 remaster for sure. I've seen some people calling for a Dark Souls 1 remake. I think they should do something with Dark Souls 2 and then maybe look at DS1. DS1's already been remastered. So give us something with, you know, give us some more Peak Souls 2, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, with Demon Souls visuals, bro. God dang it, dude. I can't even imagine. Wonder if I can just one-shot these dudes with the Halibur. Bloodborne still visually looks decent. DS1 remake. Yeah. Yeah, Bloodborne doesn't look terrible if it ran on 60 FPS. Oh god. It's almost a one-shot. Looks like it's like, okay. It's actually not much different than the longsword was. People worship DS1 way too much. It's okay, but I don't get it. Yeah, I actually 100% agree with you. There's a lot of DS1 glazers out there, and I love Dark Souls 1. It's an amazing game. But it's not as good as people make it out to be. They make it out to be like an Elden Ring competitor or something. And it's nowhere close to that level. Where am I? I'm headed towards the Four Kings. Oh, I already been through here. What am I doing? I heard people say it's better than DS3 Elden Ring, and I'm like, those aren't as cool, but but not that cool. Yeah, the DS1 level, I mean, it has some things going for it. The Dark Souls level, Dark Souls 1's level design was literally it's not quite as good as people claim it is. It wasn't a groundbreaking innovation because Metroidvanias had been doing that style of level design for quite a while before DS1. But it was the first of its kind in a like 3D game that wasn't like a side scroller. So it pretty much took an innovation and then adapted it to a 3D model, which is, impressive in its own right, but it's not what everybody makes it out to be. I mean, yeah, it's fantastic, but not enough to elevate over Elden Ring. No. In my opinion, it's not even enough to elevate over Dark Souls 2. In my ranking, I have it as the second worst Souls game of all time. And to some people, that's heresy. But in my opinion, I just can't justify putting it any higher than that. It doesn't play well. You know, it's because of its age, it's janky and dated. The second half of the game is considerably, you know, not as fun as the first half. Ornstein and Smo is not a good boss, as much as people will try to claim that it is. It's not a good boss. It's got less weapons, less build variety. It's just not as good. I'm sorry, guys. It's just how it is. They're saying DS1 with 2011 eyes and Elden Ring with 2022 eyes. I agree they should be judged on merits, not when they were made. Exactly, yeah. If it's a great game, it's a great game. It doesn't matter when it was made. If we're talking about quality, it just matters how good is the game. That's the only thing that really matters. Holy crap. My bad, guys. For some reason, I was scrolled way up. I was like, why is nobody chatting? Except for Sweaty Zeus Gaming. And I didn't even see all the rest of y'all's chat going. Man, my bad. Duke, hey, if you're still here, the rules of the run. All right, let me just lay out the run for you. So starting at the beginning of the area, you have to kill every enemy in the entire area plus the boss without dying or using bonfires. That's the rules of the run. And then you don't have to kill non-hostile like NPCs or even enemies that just are sitting there but are not hostile. You don't have to kill them. You just have to kill everything. I know I ignored you. I'm sorry. I'm catching up right now. Let me just read through some of this. We've already seen how well Majula can look updated with Majula and Elden Ring mod. So who knows about how good some of the authentically good areas in that game. Yeah, true. We have mods that have already shown us how good some of these things can look. So we just need an official remaster of some kind so we can experience them all together, you know. Remaster or complete remake. I think DS2 would benefit more from a remake than it would a remaster, just because I think that there's some major changes they could make to DS2 that would really make the game a whole lot better. For one, they could scrap adaptability altogether if they did a remake. They could change the directional thing. I guess they could do that in a remaster too, but it would fit better in a remake. They could, you know, speed up the healing animation a little bit. They could make the heal you instantly instead of over time. Give us some more iframes going through fog walls. You know, small things like that, but I think a remake would benefit it a lot more than a remaster. You can definitely respect it for what it was in its time while acknowledging its faults and how well it stands. Yeah, exactly. DS, you can love a game and respect it for what it is without having to just like blindly glaze it just because you love it, you know? Is DS1 remake directional or analog? I can't remember if they updated it. It's directional. Oh wait, no. No, I think it's analog actually. Yeah, it's analog. Run in circles to tell without using the camera. There you go. There's our test. And yes, too, when you do that, it turns in right angles instead of smooth. Yeah, because that one's directional. Yeah, they made this analog. If they could do that, man, that would make the game just play so much better right out of the gate. Just that one simple change. Loser. Have a good night. I'm usually here but quiet. Hey, I appreciate you chatting today, and I hope you have a good rest of your night. We'll be back tomorrow with whatever wins the vote for the viewer vote. The poll's up on my channel now. Go vote if you want to have a say in what we play tomorrow. These guys are gonna be buttholes. Woo! So it looks like the blobs don't respawn. G4 is really good, by the way. It's on Game Pass. I recommend. It's actual dodge parries instead of just button mashing. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I put it on there. I actually am really interested in trying it out. I kinda hope Ninja Gaiden 4 wins the vote, to be honest, just because I want an excuse to buy the game. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully that one wins. Stop doing that. Berserk was a huge influence for Souls games. There was top of inspiration in each game for Berserk. Miyazaki said so himself. I was curious if you knew about it. If so, were you even into reading it? I do know about Berserk. I've never read it, or I don't know anything about it, but I do know from researching like the history of the Souls games and stuff, I know that it was a big influence on Miyazaki, but I don't know anything about it. I've never read it. All I know is that there's some dude named Guts and he has a big sword. That's my knowledge of Berserk. I wouldn't have bought it, but Game Pass is perfect for him. All right, yeah, see ya. Have a good one, bud. Ninja Gaiden 4. Say no more, fam. Yeah, buddy. Go vote it up. Push Ninja Gaiden to the top. Rig it. We're rigging this thing. Alright, I think it's time to just, we're just gonna take out 4. Alright, we're just done with this, right? Let's just go ahead and win. The last run of the night. I was saving the win for this night, so. Yeah. I'm worried that if I just step off the side, I'll fall down and hit the stairs on the way down. So I'm just gonna do this. Like that right there. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, don't forget. I think I still have it on. Yeah, I got it on. Oh, no flasks, but I don't need flasks. You don't need flasks when you have this much skill. Where's he at? Where you at, buddy? You got lucky, bro. God dang it. If I had one flask, we would have had a W. Just one flask, we would have had a W. We'll get it next time for sure, though. That's gonna be easy work. That wasn't bad for no flasks, but god dang it. If I wouldn't have sucked so hard on the run to them, we could have got the W there, but I effed it all up. That's all right. We'll get it next time. We'll get it next time. It won't be a problem at all. What happened to Fatal Frame 5, Evil Within 1, Within Sherry Medicine, and other horror classics? Okay, so here's the deal. So tomorrow we're doing one of the 4 games that are up there. On Halloween night, we are going to select 4 horror games to choose from. So we're doing nothing but horror games for Halloween night. So whichever one of those 4 wins the vote, that's what we're going to play on Halloween night. So if you have horror suggestions, I think one of the ones we have to add in there is Dead by Daylight. That's one that Jorbinicus requested. So we'll add 3 more in there. We'll probably do it live on stream before, like, I don't know, like Wednesday of the week of this coming week. Like during stream, we'll probably just pull it up and create the poll right there with viewer suggestions. So make sure you're watching the streams if you want to have a say in what the games are. And we're going to pick, you know, we're just going to do whatever horror game you guys decide. We're going to play that on Halloween. Why not both 30 and 31st? Have the top 2 choices out of the 4 wins. Also, we need a Faith comeback. Oh, to put Faith back in there? Oh, let's see. What do we have? Okay, so we might change it up a little bit. So what's scheduled is starting Tuesday, we're supposed to start Dead Space, the Dead Space remake. But you know, maybe we play a day or two of that, maybe we like it, maybe we don't, maybe we switch it out and do something else after that. But we're gonna be playing Dead Space a little bit next week at least, and then we might be able to throw some more things in there. If you watch Berserk, the 1990s anime remake, it's called A Golden Age Arc trilogy of movies. It's very adult though, no kids. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Hey, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I had a great stream tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back tomorrow with whatever game wins. Another costume, another stream, another time talking trash and being stupid. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Peace.